Good morning, everyone. This is McKenna Nobles with Wiregrass Daily News, and let's get into some morning headlines. So we're going to start in Dothan, where a sister is looking for answers after her brother disappeared. Take a look at your screen, as this is Angela Newson's brother, and she says that her brother Chris Biggums, has been missing for over a month. Biggums voluntarily entered Hill Hospital in York, Alabama for alcohol detox intake, which was reported to be completed on Friday, but by Sunday morning he had vanished. According to Newson, the hospital informed her that Biggums had not signed a release to leave, though that is allowed. It is not something that he was not allowed to do. And his belongings were also reportedly left behind. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is encouraged to contact the local authorities. Also in Dothan, an SUV drove through the H&R Block on Murphy Mill Road. Now, the car knocked out the front window of the space and stopped well inside the office. Now, right now, there are no known injuries at the time, but the video is actually pretty crazy. Unfortunately, I do not have it with me right now, but I'm sure if you go on Facebook, we will have it up sometime later today. And now our next story, we're going to get into some sports. Let me see. I'm running into a little issue. Let me try this. I'm sorry. There we go. All right. So now we're getting into some sports. Let's see. Auburn and Troy picked up wins, both of their teams, in men's basketball last night. The Auburn Tigers won their 10th game of the season and their third straight as they defeated Georgia State 100-59. And Auburn did shoot for 57% of the game. However, it was not all good news for the Tigers, as star player and forward Johnny Broome left the game early with a shoulder injury. Auburn will be back on the court this Saturday in Birmingham as they play 16th ranked Purdue. Now, the Troy Trojans won their 7th game of the season as they defeated LaGrange at 10 LaGrange, I'm pretty sure. I'm not that big into sports, so take it with a grain of salt. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that one, but they won 105-60 at home. Randarius Jones led the Trojans, scoring 15 points off the bench. And of the starters, Dothan native Thomas Dowd scored 12 points as well. Troy is now 5-1 on the season and 7-4 overall. Saturday, they will open up the Sun Belt Conference play when they host Georgia State at home. Now we're going to get into today's weather forecast. You can expect cloudy skies with some morning fog. And let me tell you, that fog, when I was driving to work this morning, it was bad. It was kind of spooky. It reminded me of Halloween a little bit. But nonetheless, let's get back into the weather. Now, there is a slight chance of rain throughout the day, but not too high. And again, it's going to be warm today, like it was yesterday. And here we are. It's almost Christmas time. It's going to be 77 at some point as the hottest temperature of the day. There is going to be some wind, about 5 to 10 miles per hour, nothing too serious. And our low is going to be 55. So it's going to be pretty warm for this time of year. And then the humidity levels of today will remain moderate, so conditions might feel a little bit muggy before things kind of start to cool off and dry out as the evening gets closer. That's going to do it for this morning's broadcast. Thank you for joining us. I'll see you back here at 4.